here's how you knead the bread. I've got my dough out right here, and it's still pretty moist, so I have a lot of flour down here. This looks like an ice cream bucket, but it's really my flour. So just kind of, you try to start working the flour into the dough. As you feel that it's too wet, you just kind of fling more flour, because if it's too wet, it's going to get all over your hands and be a big mess. Just kind of make sure you've got all under your dough is well floured, or it's going to stick to the counter. I can tell this is just a little too wet, so I'm going to need more flour. I'm just going to sprinkle it on. I'm not measuring it. You just kind of eyeball it. If you end up kind of having too much, just use it for when you shape your dough later. When you knead the dough, it's really just a process of you turn it, fold it, and squish it. Turn, fold, squish, turn, fold, squish. This is just working the yeast, and well, it's working the yeast all throughout the dough, but it's also just getting all of the ingredients really well mixed. But definitely the point of doing this is to get the yeast worked in. Otherwise, it's just not going to rise well. Everything I've read says to knead it for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a long time to knead, and your arms are going to get tired. I usually don't do it for quite that long. I don't know why, mostly because I'm too lazy, I guess, but I think 10 minutes is a really long time, and I feel like my bread does okay without kneading it for that long. Once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty quickly. You kind of get the feel of the turn, fold, squish concept, and as you can see, when I squish it down and the dough all sticks to my hand, that's when I know, okay, more flour. It's just not dry enough yet, or not enough flour has mixed in. It's a good workout. Okay, I've been kneading it for several minutes. As you can tell, it's a lot drier. I'm not having to add as much flour, and it's starting to form more of a nice ball of dough instead of being looser and wetter. So, it's about ready to be put in the bowl for its first rising.